Toe meets leather, brothers and sisters, and we are underway. And it'll be taken out of the end zone. Dante Smith brings it out. He's just about the 20-yard line.
Thinks that he might be the best quarterback in the ACC in the next couple of years.
At the mesh point, just couldn't quite connect with Jahmyr Gibbs, and that play was blown up by Brandon Barlow.
Turn a lot of playmakers on the outside. Look for Ahmarean Brown to get more involved throughout this game.
Sims uses his check off and finds his receiver down into Boston College territory. And right on cue, Mark, there's Ahmarean Brown.
Works out like that, but watch Jeff Sims sit in the pocket. I mean, that's a clean pocket. Step right up, and that's a tough throw over the safety, Jamin Muse's head. And they talked about the first couple passing plays have been zone out of Boston College.
Give to Gibbs. He'll pick up 3, and that's enough for a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
We recruited him early before everyone else, and he wanted to come to us, stay in his home state of Georgia.
Sims under a lot of pressure, just dangerously gets rid of it, and they're going to lose even more yardage because of it.
Out in the backfield really fast. Right there, that's number 11, Sheeta Salah, who got there. I mean, that's a dangerous play. And
Jordan Mason in a tailback for Georgia Tech. He hadn't played since the Florida State game, so good for the Yellow Jackets to see him. Completion on the pitch and catch to Jalen Camp. It'll be short of the first down.
It's like you with that Smedium on, Chris, showing off the guns.
Hopefully in a different way. It's a fake. He's going for it all to the end zone. Incomplete. Josh Blancata was the intended receiver. Didn't get it. Defended nicely by BC. Now let's take a look at Zay Flowers on the jet sweep. Brought down after a gain of 9. That time David Curry in on the stop, but a good gain on first down for the Eagles. Ball was placed back at the 43. It's 2nd down and 7. That fumble occurred on a first down. Travis Levy now the ball carrier. He gets some room and gets into Georgia Tech territory in a first down. 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Fake stretch play. Jurkovec, he's under pressure. Over the middle, hits his tight end. He's wide open. Hunter Long making his 36th catch of the year.
36th catch of the year. He's the number 1 targeted tight end in the entire country. And he's able to do just that. You know, he's not going to beat you with huge speed or great moves. Him to our potential as of yet.
Double tights for Boston College. Here's Bailey. Gets through a hole and bounces it outside. Couldn't spin away from the tackle of Samari Walton, the cornerback. Eagles now in the red zone. Tech showing blitz. Levy gets through that first wave. Georgia Tech team, a lot of young players playing. 2nd down and goal. Looks like it might be a free play for Jurkovec. Sidesteps the rush to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. C.J. Lewis gives BC the early lead. Let's check the flag to make sure.
Rick, he's the center. He sees the defensive end jump off sides and snaps it automatically at that moment to his quarterback, knowing that they will have a free play. That's not something that centers all across the league do just naturally. That has to be taught and coached.
Vince Ogabasi, who said, hey, don't get too happy, play with an edge. We need to go out there now and make a play. And hey, look at that. Right on cue, guys. They do.
Right on cue. Marcus Valdez, team captain with the fumble recovery. And every play that Boston College is making, Mark, Georgia Tech is certainly helping them out.
For the offensive line to allow this pressure right away. It seems pretty consistent. Defensive ends are doing up and under moves on these offensive tackles.
Tech.
Phil Jurkovec is so good with his eyes. Look, first option gone, second option gone. He's able to scramble away from the pressure and find C.J. Lewis. And C.J. Lewis, I mean, so far in this game, he's had a fantastic game, but he's been emerging as a playmaker.
Travis Levy now flanking Jurkovec. He'll get the carry. He gets met. Curry coming up in that middle linebacker spot. Buries him for a loss.
Through it all, through the coaching change, and watch him scrape over top. I mean, that's really solid linebacker play. You see a pull, you follow the pull, and just find the first open. Jalen Gill last week. This week it's C.J. Lewis, and when we talked to Frank Signetti about how the distribution works.
Not to point out that he's a freshman when he's doing things like he's started so far at Georgia Tech.
Gibbs tried to bounce outside. Beautiful play defensively by Jason Maitre, cutting down Gibbs for a loss.
Really cuts off this play because good pin block on Maximilian Richardson.
Second and inches to 3rd and 4. Tech really needs to convert here to prevent having to put that defense back on the field. Sims looks to do it himself. He's close, but I don't think he got there. He's going to come up about a yard shy. You get a chance to see what he does best. He has a booming leg, over 48 yards per punt this year. That's second in the NCAA. And he gets a good leg into this one. Fair catch made at the 14.
Him out of the game, not only hurt them in terms of yards, but in terms of leadership.
Jurkovec with a lot of room to run up the middle. He had the first down and a lot more, showing his athleticism near midfield before Tariq Carpenter tracks him down.
Like, he looks slow because he has such long legs, but he's fast. I mean, he's running away from guys. No one's catching him. That's Tariq Carpenter who's chasing him down from behind. But look at this hole. I mean, Georgia Tech's in man-to-man coverage. They know Jurkovec can run.
Noon game on ABC, so it doesn't get any easier for both these clubs from here on out. Pressure up the middle. Jurkovec escapes it and floats it to a wide-open Lewis. 25, still on his feet, down to the 20. Another red zone opportunity for BC.
Good job blitzing. You see, that's a missed assignment by Travis Levy. The running back didn't pick up the blitzer, but David Curry just took his shot, just missed the sack.
This TFL not missed. Jordan Dominic in there in a hurry to bring down Levy. Big 3rd and 14. Tech brings just 4. And that one's going to be well over the head of Zay Flowers, and it'll bring up a 4th down field goal kicking opportunity. Hoping to finish on a high note this year as a graduate student at BC. And Boumeri splits the uprights. Boston College extends their lead, 17-0. Andy Longman to kick off for the Eagles after Boumeri's 41-yard kick gave Boston College the 17-0 lead. An opportunity here for Dante Smith. And he's got a lot of room to roam. That's Gibbs. That's Gibbs to midfield. Will he beat the kicker? He does. Gibbs is going to go to the house.
Well, Chris,
flag
that's
down
one way
on
to do
the
it.
field. Let's check it.
Oh, man. That's one way to do it.
Mason trying to muscle his way into that line, and does, to pick up an extra yard or two. Ball on the ground, picked up by BC. Inside the 10, and that's going to be a score. Palmer picked it up, and Mike Palmer returns it for a touchdown. Welcome back to Boston College. The ruling on the field before we went to break was a fumble by Georgia Tech. Jordan Mason putting the ball on the carpet, and it just emerges from the pile. Mike Palmer picks it up and goes 34 yards.
Yeah, they want to know where number 2 is at all times. Just not enough plays. I mean, Georgia Tech really hasn't had the opportunity to run a bunch of passing plays. They only have 14 total plays run so far in this game.
The stalwarts of the secondary for Boston College now will have to miss the remainder of this game. Let's see how that affects Georgia Tech's passing game. Sims going for it all. As a receiver in the end zone, that's Brown, and he scores.
Well, what a way to respond and utilize that penalty. Watch the offensive line. Protect. Perfect ball towards the corner of the end zone, and that's against Brandon Sebastian.
Flowers in motion. Jurkovec rolling to his right. Back to Flowers. He's got blockers in front of him. Big old number 72 out there, leading the way for Flowers, and it's a first down.
And so far, it's been just drop back passes, but good to see them sprinkle in the run game more in this game.
Flowers on the jet sweep. Curry giving chase, but he won't catch him. Inside the 10, Flowers will go the distance.
Well, Zay Flowers leads the ACC in receiving yards
as he picks up his 5th touchdown of the season. First one on the ground for him, and that was easy once he turned it inside.
Yeah, it was easy turning inside. And good blocks on the outside. He had 2 tight ends leading the way, Hunter Long and Spencer Witter. And when you get those big bodies out in front of you, defenders stuck on blocks.
Sims to throw. Has all kinds of time. Gets it to his running back, Mason. And he has a lot of room. 50 inside of BC territory. Makes a move and puts his shoulder down. Great run after the catch by Mason. He's back for the Yellow Jackets.
Play design. Georgia Tech scored on this play versus Louisville a few weeks ago. But that's just an angle route by the running back, Jordan Mason. He's on a linebacker. Take away the inside of the field. Great job by exposing it by Jeff Sims.
Sims again with time. Now to the tight end.
He's that move tight end and creates a lot of mismatches.
Pressure coming on the outside. Sims with a pump fake. Now goes to the end zone. As a receiver, touchdown Georgia Tech. P.J. Harris, the sophomore from Noonan, Georgia, with his first touchdown grab of the year. Harris's first touchdown catch. Mark, it looks like the pressure that was getting to Sims so easily in the first quarter is being picked up a little bit better by Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and Jordan Mason has been in at running back. Boston College.
Third down and one. Jurkovec didn't get the first down, so he'll have to power his way there this time around and does. At the middle to Bailey. Nice spin move for a big man. 236 pounds, agile.
Point the field, you want to try to pick up a first down, still out of field goal range for Boston College.
Bailey just trying to slam in there, and he's not going to get it, I don't think.
No, he's not. He's not going to get it.
Brings Jalen Gill in motion to the top of the formation. Tech coming with 5. Nice job defensively by Trey Swilling. And there is a flag down. All 3 timeouts on the board for the Eagles. Final minute and 15 of this first half. Jurkovec gets hit as he throws, but gets it to Gill. Nice move by Gill in the open field. Down to close to the 10-yard line before Ahmarean Brown could make the stop. This is a huge play in this game right here. If Tech wants to have any shot in the second half, they come with pressure. Going to the corner again. The Flowers, and they cannot hook up. Walton on the coverage. 27-yard attempt from Bumeri. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is as well. 34-14 with a half minute left to go in this first half. BC brings just 3 out of the backfield, and they do not convert. Pass it Leonard's shoestrings. So with 5 seconds left to go in this first half, that's never a good thing except in situations like this. Jalen Gill back to receive it for BC, and Harvin just puts that big leg into it. Look at that kick. Gill has to call a fair catch at the 23, and that's why you have a guy like Harvin. One of the top teams in the conference, but they also give it away at an alarming rate, and that's what they did in the first half. Nice play that time by Jordan Dominic on the stop, so a good start on first down for this Yellow Jacket defense.
In this system coming up in years to come.
Play fake to Bailey. Jurkovec over the middle, tight end, wide open, first down for the Eagles.
He was wide open. I mean, he just continues to find this soft spot off play action in behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties, and you never usually see, and Phil Jurkovec is able to get his eyes off the play action downfield to him.
Jurkovec running it himself. Great fake for Jurkovec. And a nice pickup before Wanye Thomas and Jamin Brooks downfield were able to make the stop.
Watching the running back whole time. But I think it's interesting. You watch Phil Jurkovec's body relax just for a split second after he fakes.
Inside of Georgia Tech territory, Jurkovec fakes to Bailey. Now he's going to run. Has Bailey in front of him as a blocker and a lot of room inside the 35. That's where he's driven out of bounds by Quez Jackson.
Arm strength and his ability to throw the ball downfield, but when he takes off and runs like this, I mean, you're almost unable to play man-to-man.
He's got 70 yards rushing so far today. Bailey. So nimble. He'll score. The rushing totals just keep piling on for Boston College.
And they love bringing this seal block with Hunter Long back around the edge. And Hunter Long is such a receiving threat that they're almost covering him. They don't think he's going to block. But look, the defenseman covers him. He has no one to block, and it widens the edge of the defense so much that David Bailey is able to just do I think Frank Signetti understands that. He understands that, look, we have a lead. Let's just run the ball and keep on putting that pressure on the next opponent to have to protect against it.
Sims here showing his speed and quickness.
And Sims is, the same way. He is so good at emphasizing it all week, has paid off, and leads to a 3rd and 4 for Georgia Tech.
Sims sprinting to his left, incomplete. Jalen Camp just couldn't squeeze it. 5 seconds to snap the ball for the Jackets. BC comes with the pressure. High, and Carter goes up to grab it. Good catch by Malachi Carter, and that'll move the sticks.
Sideline recognized that man-to-man coverage. They checked that route to just a quick slant on the outside, knowing it was going to be pressure. McDuffie started the day as number 1 and number 2 in the nation in total tackles. These guys are playmakers.
Speaking of which, Gibbs has the ball in open space.
Collins wanted this game to start for Georgia Tech. Who knows if it's a little too late now, but this is a good drive.
Pressure coming. He's going to be dropped and hard. Chibuzi Onwuka.
Transferring from Buffalo this year, and I think the first person there was Maximilian Roberts. Number 4, another transfer out of Maine. Yeah, we talked about Deion Jones made a good play a minute ago, but then Chibuzi Onwuka with the sack. Maximilian Roberts was in on there, and Luke Beckett. All the 3 of those contribute on that defensive front, and then the other Maximilian on the team, both Maximilians. The Maximilian sandwich again, Chris. We had a Maximilian sandwich a few weeks ago, another Maximilian sandwich in the backfield.
BC brings just 3. Sims with all kinds of time. He's going to have to go deep into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's Palmer. Already has a fumble return for a score and brings this one out near midfield. Flags all over the place, as we've seen oftentimes this afternoon. They've had to play a lot of players in the secondary because of injury, and it benefits them in a situation like this, as Mason puts his head down and gets close to that first down marker. The red bandana, of course, trying to keep Georgia Tech out of the end zone here. Mason just couldn't quite find the end zone, but a good run. Jones was there to make the stop for BC. Sims is going to keep it, and he does enough, and that offensive line does enough to get him into the end zone.
You're able to punch it in. It's really from like the 1.5 yard line. Really good push by this offensive line every single time so far in this game. Let's see if they go back to it or play action.
Play action is right. Tech getting some pressure, but now setting up the screen are the Eagles. Levy with room, and he'll pick up a first down. He gets popped, but not before enough to get the first down. Tech comes with just 4. Screen to Gill, and he's brought down by Georgia Tech and that defense. Freshman Nate McCollum awaits this punt. See if another young player for Georgia Tech can make a play, and that's not the play they were looking for. Takes an Eagle bounce, and that's a mistake that is going to cost Georgia Tech. They'll scrimmage from their own 3.
He was a triple option quarterback. They couldn't work out much together.
Sims from his own end zone. That's dangerous. And it was intercepted. Did he hang on to it? The officials are coming in. They say he did.
Jeff Sims a little bit. You see him right there, number 8. He buzzes out to the flat in this cover 3 type zone, 3 under 3 deep. Let's see if he controls the ball to the ground. He looked like it was bobbling a little bit, but he just buzzes out under this out route. Really good job.
Yeah, the key will be whether his back hit the ground.
The previous play is under further review.
They can stop him short on 3rd and 7.
Levy stays in the block. Tried to get to Lewis and defended that time by Walton. Do we have a flag? We do. Give to Bailey. Bounces off the first tackler and into the end zone.
Yards rushing last year as the number 2. Has not gotten the ball much this year, but 2 touchdowns on the day, and both physical runs. And now, a couple turnovers in this game, and you just got to make sure you keep that confidence high. You got to go out there. There's another football game next week for Jeff Sims. giving him some encouragement, because it's a lonely feeling. It's a lonely feeling as a quarterback or any player getting benched after a lackluster performance.
Harvin has averaged 53 yards on 2 punts today, and that one isn't going to do much to hurt that average. Long in motion. Tech showing a little pressure here with Curry. They come with it. Again, Jurkovec is low, but talk about dominant hand. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield with him. There's Sims. Graham dangerously gets it to Gibbs, though. And look at that speed.
Wow.
20. Just put it in another gear, Mark, to get it down to the 10.
Trigger on your controller, and he just speed burst right past it. That's a risky play, but look at this. He just is moving at a different speed than everybody else in the field.
Donica Sanders in motion. Now back out to the bottom of the screen. Pressure coming. Gets it to Gibbs. Cuts it back. Still on his feet. He gets hammered, but not after a big gain on 4th down to keep the ball in possession with the Jackets.
Looks like he blew coverage on that play. Big pickup for Georgia Tech.
Graham just running for his life. Gets it to Camp. Inside the 10. 3rd and goal for Graham. This time sprinting out to his left. Has a receiver. Brown just couldn't quite squeeze him at the goal line. Probably would have come up a little bit shy of the pylon, but it'll bring up 4th and goal. Graham looking to the corner. We got a flag on the play. Give to Brown. It waltzed into the end zone for his 2nd score of the night. To a man, all of their players and coaches said number 2 is the guy we got to circle and watch where he is at all times on the field. Graham quickly to the outside. That's Donica Sanders. Tries to keep his feet and does, but he's brought down. Volunteers and graduate assistants that played here at Georgia Tech. 1st and 20 for the Jackets. Watch out, blitz coming. Graham does get rid of it. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's going to be a
and
flag.
Now we'll get some late malfeasance against Sebastian. That'll add more yardage after Sanders makes the catch. Give to Gibbs. Richardson there all day long. BC comes with 5 now. Graham gets rid of it. Incomplete. Camp was the intended receiver.
Now they're motioned back out to that 3-by-1 formation.
BC brings just 3, spying on Graham. He tries to pick it up himself and won't even come close. They can get their quarterback situation straightened out. They've had so many injuries at that QB spot with Virginia, so we'll keep an eye on that when they kick tonight.
Lavelle Davis is a true freshman wide receiver, 6'7". Newman obviously transferred to Georgia, then decided to opt out. Sade Surratt opted out before the beginning of this season. And Sam Hartman is their backup quarterback. He's been playing well so far. So I'll have to go back and look at that film versus Virginia Tech.
As we said in the open, 2 upstart programs that are heading in the right direction, both from a player personnel standpoint, culture standpoint. Just going to take a little while, especially for Tech.
Yeah, no, it really hasn't. And, for Coach Collins at Georgia Tech, I mean, he told us this week, he said, it was tough. After that last game, guys had their heads down, they were sulking. And he sent a text at 5:47 a.m. out to his leadership council on Tuesday. Triple option offense, and have obviously some great young players led by Jahmyr Gibbs.
Incomplete. Ezra, the intended receiver. Harvin puts everything he's got into it. Forces yet another fair catch from Jalen Gill. Mentioned Boston College on the road to take on Clemson. Our final score tonight, 48-27. Boston College with the win over Georgia Tech.